Really, I think, gee, it's like, it's all sort of merged in one now. So what did I learn? I learned that, um, I got a higher resolution to, I just had this amorphous thinking that it was um, digital gold on the internet. I didn't figure out what exactly that meant and how it worked. And so it took me some time to actually, it was like maybe 4 or 5 months after investing. So this is like opposite to most people. I invested first, um, and then I did deeper research
Me too.
and read. Really, this
Yeah.
is like, yeah, I just put some money in and
Yeah, me too.
not much. But then when I did more and more research, I read the white paper, understood proof of work by then, um, like just got more into it. I started to feel the community around it, and then it takes you down that rabbit hole of hard money, and then you frame this thing like, I think one of the key unlocks is reframing. Bitcoin is this currency that's a new kind of thing on the internet, and reframing that slightly differently is, we've figured out for the very first time how to put money um, natively and programmatically as part of the substrate of the internet.
Hmm.
And because by then you can see that, software's eating the world, everything's going digital, and basically every part of society is being eaten by the internet. And it was like, actually, you've got this money um, that is actually now woven into the fabric of the internet. And that seemed like a really powerful idea. And just the way it worked, you couldn't bring it down. You can, like the internet, you can nuke the entire world and it would still run. And Bitcoin's the same thing. You could nuke it as hard as you can, but it'll keep running. So like it just like it's powerful in what it can produce, how big it can get, which is the entire world economy. You can't take this thing down. Yeah, it was an interesting viewpoint, right? And so like I was a believer that, I'm not bearish to the internet. I don't think that we're going to give up the internet and go back to faxes and telephone lines. So why would I think that would like this thing would be a flash in the pan, and paper printed money by some central government would be what my grandchildren would be using, while we're in this far off future, So it's really hard to think. It's really hard to think that paper money would be the thing that would win this if you're a technologist and understand where things are going. And so, it's just like lots of stuff, like listening to Andreas Antonopoulos. He was a great explainer of how this thing worked, and so a lot of information being shared.